Shalamti. Again, I say Al Shalamti. Tenestelin. Denanachu. Denane. Denanesh. Indetne. Salamna. Baraka Allahu alaikum. Namaste. Namastera. Namasteram. Namaskar. Vigilant men, virtuous ladies, and learning students. My names are Dr. Yates, the host of Bible Quiz. So if you're watching this program for the first time, I say to you, welcome to Bible Quiz. You've watched the program before, but you've never called. Now is the opportunity for you to call and attempt answering the Bible quiz questions on this day. I have some goodies on the table here to give away because I'm tithing onto you, the viewers. I'm sponsoring this program by giving away some of these products, health products. We've got cashew nuts. We have sea moss. We got the mustard seed. We have the black seed. We have the meti or the fenugreek seed. We also have the alkaline pumpkin. I call it alkaline pumpkin seed. That's actually chlorophyll. We talking the green natural pumpkin seed. It doesn't grow here in Guyana. We're not talking about the pumpkin at home. This is a total different fruit altogether. And we also have the sunflower seeds. Now these are available for those folks who answer the question correctly. I'll let you K-N-O-W. How Dr. Yates says that word again? You got it. Canal, not no, N-O. In English, they pronounce it as no. Dr. Yates pronounced that word canal. For those who canal the correct answer to the question, you will be earning because you're learning. So, folks, let's go straight to the Bible quiz on this day. Because the more questions I ask is the more answers. And don't wait. You guys always wait to the end of the program then to start calling. Too late shall be the cry. Dr. Yates is passing by. So let's go to the telephone. The numbers are 218-4949, 218-1890. Those are the telephone numbers for you to call and participate in the Bible quiz of this day. Now, previous free day, they called Friday, Dr. Yates says that the question will be based on God. Who's the best person to start off a Bible quiz? We must talk about God. Well, many people heard the word God, but a lot of people are not aware or they were not taught or told about the etymology. The what? Etymology. The etymology of the word God. Where did this word originated of or from? It is being said is 730. In grass magic, we say 7TZ, which means 7,000. In English, it says 7,000. Right? There are 7,000 languages and dialects spoken in the world. 7,000 plus. That's a lot. Or your word is only 2 languages or dialects that uses the word God? Now that's strange. So the question would be, one of the questions today would be, is the word God a Hebrew word, a Greek word, or a Latin word? That's the first question on this day. G-O-D, God. Is that word a Hebrew word, a Greek word, or a Latin word? Or an Arabic word? Let me put an Arabic in there. Yeah. Which one is it? Hebrew, Greek, Latin, or Arabic? The word G-O-D, God. That's the first question. Let's go to the telephones. Who's on the line? And here we go. Al Shalamti, thanks for watching Bible Quiz. Where are you at as you're calling?
Yes, I'm calling from Alberton.
Alberton. Are you calling for the first time?
Yes, this is my first time.
Congratulations. Congratulations for calling the first time. You watching the program for the first time?
No, I'm not watching for the first
Good.
time.
I'm happy to hear that. That means you've listened to my full encouragement for those who've been watching, never get a chance to call. Now is your chance. You're the first caller. So what is your answer? The word God, is it a Hebrew word, a Greek word, a Latin word, or an Arabic word?
I would go with Latin.
Haha, I like your answer. All right, let's see what other folks have to say. However, I do like your answer. I like your thinking. But let's hear what other folks have to say, all right?
Yeah, thank you.
Wonderful. Great. So, folks, that's the first question on this day. The word God. Is it a what? Hebrew word? A Greek word? A Latin word? Or an Arabic word? Interesting. Now, the other questions are, according to the KJV, what does KJV stand for? King James Version of the Bible. You know what? I should change that from KJV to OKJV. Why? Because the O stands for original. I like the original King James Version, 1611, 1612. Everything else is watered down. The American got a lot of revised version of the Bible. That's kind of confusion, isn't it? The British also in other countries. But let me do the 1611, 1612, 1611 or 1612 OKJV, the original King James Version of the Bible. Let's work with that. The question is, according to the OKJV Bible, is there one God? Or are there more than one gods? According to the King James Version of the Bible. That's the second question. The third question is, according to the original King James Version of the Bible, who was the first person to have said there is more than one God? Ooh, that's a good one. You know what? For that third question, we're going to start giving away some of these here. Yeah, let's do the cashew nuts. The bag of the cashew nuts right here, healthy cashew nuts, goes to the person that answered the third question correctly. According to the KJV Bible, is there one God or more than one God? That's the second question. All right? The first question was, is the word God Hebrew, Greek, Latin, or Arabic? The second question is, according to the KJV Bible, is there more than one God, or is it just one God? The third question would be, according to the old KJV Bible, original King James Version of the Bible, who was the first person that said there is more than one God? Now that third question deserves this. The cashew, the big pack cashew nuts. I'll tell you what I'll do. And the first question I ask you deserve the what? Jaggery sweetener. The jaggery sweetener. Instead of using sugar, folks, honey and jaggery is the best. Jaggery is made from what? Dates, palm oil, pure virgin molasses. Yeah. Now that's jaggery. So you got 4 cubes in there. That'll be given out, right? Let's see who's on the line. Al-Shalem T, thanks for watching Bible Quiz. Where are you at as you're calling?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Where are you at right now as you're calling? What area of Guyana?
I'm known as Doctor. I say good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, ma'am. Where are you located right now? Did you call? Where are you at?
South.
South Rumville. Beautiful. All right. And which question would you like to answer on this day?
I would like to answer the question if there is
According to the KJV Bible, is there more than one God, or is there many gods?
there are one supreme God.
Okay. All right. Come on now. So the answer to the question is?
One supreme God, but there are others.
There are other supreme gods?
No, there are one supreme God.
And all the others are what? Captain, general, colonel? I like your laughter. You got a good, healthy laughter.
And I would like to answer the fourth question.
Okay, the first question. Is the word God Hebrew, Greek, Latin, or Arabic?
Greek.
Greek! Okay, I like your answer on the first.
Yes.
However, on the second question, where you try to answer there about supreme, I never used the word supreme. There's a reason why I didn't use the word supreme in that question.
Eternal God.
I didn't even use the word eternal either. I just leave it like that to see how people are going to answer, but I'm glad that you make an attempt in trying answering both questions. So you stay in tune. Let's hear what other folks have to say. Is she?
Eternal God. And what is the second question?
The second question was, I think that's the one you attempted answering. According to the KJV Bible, is there more than one God?
And what is the third question?
And the third question was, according to the original King James Version of the Bible, who was the first person that said there's more than one God in the Bible?
Oh, I see.
OIC, that's a beautiful drink. We used to drink in Guyana. Remember IC drink? All right. You popped out that IC drink and just drink it all today as we listen and apply ourselves to answering these Bible quiz.
Yeah,
Are you watching for the first time?
No, more
Good.
than one.
Monitor, are you calling for the first time?
Yes.
Oh, well, I have to gratulate you and not congratulate you. Congratulations.
Well, I would say the eternal God
Uh-huh.
is the best God.
I like your
Only God.
I like your answer, but let's see what other folks have to say. All right. Okay, folks. So here we go now. The first question is, the word God, is it Hebrew, Greek, Latin, or Arabic? The second question, according to the KJV Bible, is the word God, is there more than one God, according to the Bible, or is it only one God? Okay? That's the second question. The third is, according to the original King James Version of the Bible, who was the first person to have said there's more than one God? This is interesting. And in that third question, the cashew nut is up. All right? Now, let's hear the fourth question. According to the King James Version of the Bible, the original King James Version of the Bible, what is the difference? Small G-O-D, capital G, common O, common D, and the third one, capital G, capital O, capital D. What's the difference? Some of you folks heard this previous Friday. Let's see if you're paying attention. All right? Let's see whoever answered that clearly gets the CMOS. You get a bag of the CMOS right here on Bible Quiz. Let's go to the telephone. Asher Lemty, thanks for watching Bible Quiz. Where you at as you're calling?
Yes, I'm calling again from Alberton.
Alberton, beautiful. Which one do you like to answer on this day?
Yes, I would attempt to answer the question that speaks concerning more than one God.
Yes, okay.
Right.
So the question is, according to the Bible, is there only one God or is there more than one God?
There is more than one God. God, the scripture said there are large men and God's men.
That is true. So how do we know which God this person is referring to? Many times people say, do you believe in God? How do you know which God they're referring to?
Yes, because the Creator gave us His name to call Him by.
Oh, I see. So what you're saying, there's a difference there now. Because did you watch this program previous Friday? You didn't?
No, I didn't watch it.
Okay, in previous Friday, we established on this program that the Creator is greater than God.
I'm
See?
calling you.
Right. So I like what you mentioned about the Creator. See, the Creator is totally different. See, there's no small Creator with the letter C and big letters. There's no such thing. Creator is Creator. And then with the Creator, the article always the is in front of Creator. You won't find a in front of Creator. But you'll find a in front of God. And the writers knew what they were doing when they wrote it like that in English.
Yes.
You see, because a is speaking of one. Since you have a God, you're going to have gods, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. But you don't have 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 creators. You don't see that in the Bible.
That's true.
Right. So this is one of the established points that the Creator is greater than God. And the Creator, you're going to put the Creator in the same category of God. That's theology. Okay? That's theology. That's what different denominations teach. But according to the scripture, if we were to read and study for ourselves, so we can be approved and not be ashamed, we'll learn that the Creator is always the. God is always I serve we serve a great, big, wonderful God. You see, and that's where the difference of the language is that needed decode. The Bible needs decoding and not interpreting. But I appreciate your attempting answering the question, all right?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Great. Good, folks. Nope, so we're learning here. All right, now, let me go through quickly a review of these questions that were asked on the program. The first one is the word God. Is it a Hebrew word? Is it a Greek word, a Latin word, or an Arabic word? All right. That's the first question. The second question, according to the King James Version of the Bible, is there one God or are there many gods? The gentleman answered the question correctly, but his explanation needs to be more standable and not substantial. Sub is below. Not substantial, but standable, mean firm. Okay, in his explanation indeed, because he did mention the creator, which is interesting. There's a big difference in the creator and God. We're talking about the gods right here. All right, so he's partly correct by saying there's more than one God, because the Bible did say he's right. What he's saying is true. The Bible did say that the lords and gods are many, but it never said creators. It's always the creator. All right, so we're looking for someone who can give a more standable answer concerning if there's only one God, or if there are many gods, explain why and how is that possible. The other question was, according to the Bible, who was the first person to have said there's more than one God? Okay? And the fifth question was, according to the King James Version of the Bible, which God is mentioned in Genesis chapter 1:1? Oh, I like that. See, since there are many gods, which God is mentioned in Genesis chapter 1:1? Wow. That's the fifth question, all right? So, folks, I shouldn't be the one giving the answers on this program. I should be the coach. I should be the one assisting y'all with the answer. Shalom T, thanks for watching Bible Quiz. Where you at, as you calling?
Yes, Alberton, I'm calling again.
Wonderful, Alberton. Uh-huh.
I really enjoyed the Bible quiz.
You're welcome.
The God that was mentioned in Genesis 1:1, it is the creator.
Okay.
Right?
I like your answer, but here's my question to you.
Yes.
How do you explain that to people who don't think so or who's not aware of that?
Because when you begin to examine the book of Genesis, in the beginning, or Bereshit, which
Right.
is the Hebrew
Right.
word for Genesis,
Right.
it only speaks of the creator and his creative work.
Okay.
One, right?
Right.
The Bible too teaches what is known as henotheism. Right? That is the belief of one creator.
One God, right? Or one creator.
Indeed.
They say one God concept, right?
Yes, one that receives power from the creator.
Okay. Well said. Okay.
So this was made a God.
Right.
And you read it
Okay.
in Hebrew,
Yes.
has the word Elohim, but it means powerful.
Okay.
Made powerful.
Right.
A key word there was made.
Right.
You can't be the Almighty and be made.
Good point.
This
I
was
agree with that.
Made, so the key word there is made.
Yeah.
But I want to explain.
Right. No, that's very good. But however, here is the provocative question I have for you. If that God that is mentioned in Genesis 1:1 is the creator, then why all the letters are not capitalized?
Okay.
Okay. The God that you spoke of in Genesis 1:1, it says, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, full stop. In Genesis 1:1, Bereshit 1:1, you notice that?
Yes.
Right. If that's what you're talking. If you're saying that is the creator, then I have questions about it is possibly not the creator, because all the letters in the spelling of that word were not capitalized.
In the word
God. In the word God. You see, in other words, let me put it this way. Previous Friday, we reasoned that there are three types of spelling for God in the Bible. There's a common G, a common O, a common D. As we say, small g, small o, small d. Then there's a capital G, a common O, a common D. Then there's a capital G, a capital O, a capital D. The question was, which one is the greatest? Or which one is greater? They all can't be the same if they are spelled differently. Again, I emphasize on that word, spelled differently. So, when we read in Genesis chapter 1:1, the word God is not in all caps.
So we see a capital G.
Yeah, but we said small o and a small d, then it can't be the creator. Because in English, they're telling you, if it's a small g, that's a common God. Because it has a small g with a small o and small d. So you still got a small o and d with a capital. But then you read in the book of Psalms, you see God is all capital. A lot of places see the capital G, capital O, capital D. That tells you that got to be greater than the capital G and the small o and d. And here's my other point. According to Genesis chapter 1:1, the God that they mentioned in that verse could not have been the creator because he is mentioned after beginning and not before beginning. The creator Almighty is before all, including beginnings.
That's in the beginning.
Yeah, but it says in it. For you to be in something, something has to be out before it to be in.
But it shows the creative work behind it.
I'm not saying this, it doesn't. I'm not saying that. I believe, I'm aware, not believe, but I'm aware that the creator created all things. I'm not questioning that. I'm questioning the writings of what is in English. That's where the confusion is. You see, the English translators, remember they were translate, never trans early. That's why the word is called translate. See, they transfer me to travel. They travel this information late. So they never got it originally because original, if it was the creator, the word God would never have been mentioned after the word beginning. The creator comes before beginning. In other words, it should have read this way. The creator, during the process of time, created blah, 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 blah. But the King James writer, the 47, they knew what they were doing. And they were implying it's one of the gods that did that, not the creator. That's why this letter, that's why they spelled it with a capital G, a O, and a D. Small o and small d. And that's why they mention it after the word beginning. And then they mention the word in. You see, the creator is out and in. So conference, which is a zero. The zero has no beginning. But one, which is God, has a beginning either at the top or the bottom. And this is not taught. It's called the tetragrammaton of words, of ancient word. Also, we got to study the linguistics and the etymology of the Bible. That is not being taught. The Bible has never been taught as a book need to be decoded. Disfortunately, we are taught of the Bible by many Christian denominations as an interpretation, and that's where the problem is, because it's written no scripture of private interpretation, but yet they're still interpreting it, and that's where we go off. But according to the writers, the translators, they put it in numerical codes and linguistical codes for those who can use the right key to realize, wait a minute, this person they're referring to is not the Almighty, the Creator, because it's not all cap. But in the book of Proverbs and Psalm, you see referring to the Creator with all caps.
So then the letters give us a different understanding.
Yes.
Of
Yes.
God is
Exactly. What they would call the spelling of the word. Right.
Right, but then when we look at the work behind.
I agree with the creator. I'm not saying I think it's the creator created all those things. I'm not taking that away from the creator. What I'm saying is the writers, they were implying in verse 1:1, it was one of the gods that did that. That's what they were implying.
I think I follow you now.
Yes. I believe the creator created all things. Because the word creator tells the attributes and the character of the being, creates. You see? But with the writers now, they were implying, or they wanted to, by code, telling you this is one of the deities or one of the gods that were responsible for doing that. Not the creator.
Yeah. Well,